I wasn't going to do an astrology update today, but since the astrology is pretty intense, welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? So, we have the Sun squaring Saturn. We have Jupiter squaring Neptune. And really, in all reality, Saturn conjunct Neptune, Sun conjunct Jupiter, they're all within a square, right? Because there's only a 1 degree orb between both of them. Now, later this evening and tomorrow, we will have the Sun conjunct Jupiter. Now, and that's going to be in a square with Neptune. So, the reason why, and Mercury has now crossed over White Moon Selena and is still in a trine with the North Node. Notice that the attacks were done as Mercury was at 22 degrees conjunct White Moon Selena in a trine with the North Node. Okay, the moon has now crossed over Venus and is at 19 degrees in Taurus, and Uranus is still at that 29 degree critical point. Okay, on July 7th, Uranus is going to ingress into Gemini. On July 4th, Neptune is going to station retrograde. Now, the propaganda that's being spewed right now is off the chain. Okay? Neptune conjunct Saturn. Those in power, those in control, they're throwing a lot of smoke and mirrors. I'm telling you, they're not telling us the full truth. They're just not. Okay? It's not in the astrology, specifically when it comes to WAR. They're not telling us the truth. At all. At all. Okay? Now, I got my own thoughts and theories, but I'm going to keep that to myself. Anyway, Mars is now at 2 degrees of Virgo. And Lilith is in a trine with Neptune. Okay? Crimes against humanity will be exposed. It's going to happen. They don't really have a choice. It's going to happen regardless they want it to or not. And I say they, and it's whoever they are that are trying to bring that timeline of the whole world ending into place, okay? And there are dark forces that want that, okay? Because if they get that, that means they stay in control. There are also light forces that are going against that. That's kind of like, that's not gonna happen. And just remember, we are stronger than any agenda out there, period, okay? We're stronger than any agenda. We are more powerful than any dark magic. We are more powerful than any dark intentions. We are more powerful than all of that, okay? I'm here to remind you of your power. Now, I do want to know, I watched the video of the statement made after those were dropped. And I got a lot of questions. I do. First off, when did Trump shrink like 4 inches? Secondly, when did his eye color change? And thirdly, why was his mouth not in sync with the words that were being spoken? Those are my questions. Now, there's been one person that I have seen that hit the nail on the head on what I was already picking up on, and that's going to be Alex Jones. And he shared a video today that I was like, ding, 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 ding. This video has been coming to me for quite some time. And I kept seeing it. It was like on repeat in my third eye. So, with that being said, you all, this is a fear tactic, okay? And I do want to note that July 4th, when Neptune stations retrograde, do not be part of any of those events that they're scheduling. If you get my drift, I warned you all 8 days ago about it. Told you all not to do it last Saturday before last, okay? Don't. Okay? The dark is going to try to really rope us in fully to get that whole destructive timeline on board. And those of you that are powerful, those of you that know how to collapse timelines, this is not the time to give in to those things, okay? I've said multiple times, it's going to look like the world's ending, but it's not going to end. It's not going to end. Okay? I love you all. I hope you all have a fantastic Sunday, and I'll see you soon. Bye.